guys, I hope you've been watching all of our gymnastics videos. For this week, our theme is going to be shapes, where we incorporate them into all of our harder gymnastics skills. If you have one of these shirts at home, make sure you pop it on so you can match with us. Let's get started.
So for today's video, we're going to need some equipment. So you're going to need to grab out 2 chairs, make sure they're stable chairs and they're not going to wobble, preferably ones with 4 legs so they're not going to wobble anywhere. Also for our challenge at the end, we're going to need some strange equipment. So you can grab a tissue box, maybe a pencil case, grab something that's weird and strange but is not going to break if you drop it and is not going to be too heavy.
For our warm-up activity, we're going to be doing a just dance. So following along with our dance moves, and towards the end, make sure you're thinking of 5 gymnastics poses to do along with the music.
I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. You like to move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. Woman, you're nice, sweet, fantastic. Big ship on the ocean, that's a big Titanic. Woman, you're nice, sweet, high energetic. Big ship on the ocean, that's a big Titanic. Move it. Woman, you're physically fit, physically fit, physically fit. Woman, you're nice, sweet, fantastic. Big ship on the ocean, that's a big Titanic. Woman, you're nice and sweet, high energetic. Big ship on the ocean, that's a big Titanic. Woman, you're nice, sweet, fantastic. Big ship on the ocean, that's a big Titanic. Woman, I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. You like to move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. You like to move it.
For our first activity, we're going to be going through our straight bodies and making sure that we can stay nice and tight while we're doing our gymnastic skills. We're going to grab one of our chairs out, we're going to practice our front support shape. So we're going to pop our hands on top of the chair, our feet are going to be on the floor, and we need to make sure that our bodies are staying in a nice straight line from our shoulders all the way down to our feet. Make sure you're squeezing your body, your chest is up, we've got a nice angry cat shape, and we're holding on nice and tight. Awesome, guys. So I want you to join us. We're going to hold this for 10 seconds. Are you ready? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Now we're going to make it a little bit harder. This time we're going to go completely on the floor. So we're going to pop our hands down and our feet are going to be on the floor as well. Again, we're keeping our body nice and straight. We're staying super duper tight. And we're going to hold again 10 seconds. Let's go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome. Now we're going to make it a little bit tricky. We're going to pop our feet on our chair this time. For this one, you need to make sure you're keeping your belly super duper tight so we don't have any banana backs. We want to stay in a nice straight line the entire time. So keep your belly tight, make sure it's in nice and strong, and holding. Let's go. 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very well done, guys. Now we're going to move on to our next activity, which is our lying down handstand shape. So we're going to lie down with our hands facing our chair. So then our hands are going to go up against our chair legs so we have something to push against. So we're going to pretend we're doing a handstand, but we're lying on the floor. So our chair is now the floor, we're going to pretend our body is in the air. We're going to squeeze our arms to our ears, super duper tight. We're going to squeeze the rest of our bodies nice and tight. Look at Tyler's beautiful pointed toes. That's exactly what I want to see. I want to see you pushing against the chair and keeping your body super tight. We're going to hold this for 10 seconds 3 times. Are you ready? Let's go. Hold. 10, squeeze. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. And relax. Shake it out a little if you need to, and get ready to do the next one. Let's go. Lying down again, our nice shape. We're squeezing our arms to our ears and we're going 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. For our last one, I want you to make sure you're squeezing every part of your body, including your bottom, your legs, and those nice pointed toes at the end. Let's go. Last one, and hold. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautifully done. Now, for our last part of this activity, we are going to practice our body tension. So we're going to lie down on the floor and we're going to put our arms out in a T. If you have a partner, they're going to help you for this one. And so what you need to do, you're going to have your legs out straight, you're going to squeeze all of your body. If you have a partner or a parent around that can help you, they're going to come along, they're going to lift you from your ankles and only your shoulders should be on the floor. So you need to be keeping your body super duper tight so when you come up as one straight line. Whoever's helping you, make sure that they're lifting, bending their legs and not bending from their back. So what it should look like, I'm going to lift and Tyler's going to stay super tight and only her shoulders are on the floor and then we come back down. And if you don't have a partner to help you out, that's a-okay, we're just going to use our chair. So I want you to turn, we're going to pop our feet on top of our chair and we're going to lie down with our arms out in our T just like before. We're going to lift our bottom up and we're going to hold like this for 10 seconds. Again, your body should be completely straight with only your shoulders, your arms and the back of your head touching the floor. Now once we're ready, we're going to hold that all together for 10 seconds, 3 times. And let's go. Holding 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome. Coming down. Give yourself a little break. Make sure you're breathing. And let's go for our next set. And lifting up and hold. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very well done. Our last one before we move on to the next section. And let's go. Holding and 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nicely done. Let's move on to our tuck. For our first part of our tuck activity, we are going to be practicing our safety falls. So this is very important for whenever we fall backwards, we want to make sure that we're staying safe and we're not going to hurt ourselves. So what we are going to do, we're going to start sitting down the way Xanthi is right now. And as we fall back, we're going to get our hands. They're going to smack the floor next to our bottom and then our legs are going to come up as if we're falling backwards. So we're going to add that all together, make it a little bit faster, and so we're going to pretend like we're falling over. So remember, you need to smack the floor next to your bottom and you need to lift your legs up. I don't want to see anyone putting their arms behind them because that's when we start hurting ourselves. So remember, your hands stay next to your bottom the entire time. So we're going to do that 3 times. Let's go. Falling over, smack, and 1. And popping back up and smack the floor, legs up, 2. And last one, smack the floor, legs up, 3. Very nicely done. So now we're going to make it a little bit harder. We're going to jump up into our tuck squat. So we're going to squat and lift our bottom off the floor and we're going to practice falling over from here. Same as before, we need to smack the floor next to our bottoms and let our legs come up as we fall, just so we can make sure we're falling nice and safely. So for this one, just because we're a little bit higher, again, I don't want to see your arms go behind you. They stay next to your bottom, they stay nice and close to you. Let's go. We're going to fall 3 times and smack and fall. Beautiful. That's number 1. And let's go number 2. Very nice. And number 3. Very well done. Good job. We're going to move on to our tuck handstands now. So for this, we're going to grab a chair out. And we're going to pop our hands on the floor and do a tuck handstand like you should all know. So our hands are going to go on the floor, our knees are going to go on the chair. We're going to stay in a straight line again from our shoulders all the way to our bottom. So when we're doing our tuck handstand, we're going to make sure our feet are next to our bottom in nice and close. And if you can see the way Xanthi is right now, she's not in a straight line from her hands all the way to her bottom. That's because this chair is a little bit too small for her. So if you're finding you have the same problem, you might need to get something a little bit bigger, like maybe the arm of a couch, or anything just a little bit taller, like you can pop some books onto the chair. So for Xanthi, we're going to swap out for a box just to make sure it's the right size. Now we're going to show you the correct way to do it. So with the box a little bit higher, Xanthi can now be in a straight line from her hands all the way to her bottom. She's going to be looking at her fingertips. She's got a nice tuck shape on top of the box, and we're going to hold all together for 10 seconds 3 times. I hope you're ready to join us. Let's go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. You can come out. Shake it out a little, make sure you're ready to do the next 2. I hope you're ready. And once you're ready, hop back up for me. Again, I want to see that straight line. You need to be squeezing your arms to your ears. We've got our wide fingers and our beautiful tuck. Let's go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome job. Now for our last one, for some of our gold girls who might find this a little bit easy, we're going to put one leg up in the air, so we're making a handstand shape. So we're going to put one leg up for 5 seconds and we're going to swap with our other leg for the other 5. If you're in yellow and this is a little bit too difficult for you, just stay in our tuck for this one. Let's go for our last one. Remember, I want to see those wide fingers. I want to see you squeezing your arms to your ears, and that leg that's going in the air, make sure it's going all the way up to the ceiling. And we're holding 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and swap legs. Last 5 seconds, you've got this. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nicely done, guys. Now we're going to grab out 2 chairs for our next activity. So for this next activity, we're going to be practicing some tuck swings. So we're going to grab our 2 chairs out. They're going to be facing each other with a gap in between them for you to fit your body through. Now, if you can see, Xanthi's a little bit tall again for this one, so we're going to swap out with some boxes. So now that we have our 2 boxes set up, we are going to pop our hands on our chairs, but our hands are going to be facing outwards so we can swing as far as we can. We're going to pop our hands on the chair and we're going to walk our feet backwards. So we're leaning slightly forward and we're ready to swing. From here, we're going to lift our knees up and we're going to do 3 tuck swings. And let's go. Lifting up and 1, 2, 3. And landing back down. Good job. We're going to do this 2 more times, so I want you to follow along. And again, try and make your swings as big as possible. That's 2 and 3. For this last one, please make sure that we're looking forwards and keeping our head up so we're not going to fall flat on our faces. Let's try that last one. Knees up and swinging. 1, 2, 3. Very nicely done. Let's move on to our star section. So for our first star activity, we're going to be doing some star rocks. So we're going to make our big star shape. Our arms are going to go out nice and wide, and our legs. We're going to reach to one side, we're going to bend our leg and reach, and we're going to rock and reach to the other side. And we're going to do this 1 more time each way. I want to see your arms reaching out super wide and your leg coming off the floor so we're balancing. When we're doing this, this is going to be our entry for our star cartwheels. So you need to remember it for when we do our harder skills a little bit later. So we're going to do this 2 times, but we're going to do it 2 times each way. So we're doing 4 in one go, and then it's twice. Let's go. Arms out, big star, and we're rocking to one side and the other side. Number 3 and number 4. I hope you're keeping your body shape nice and tight and you're reaching super long so we can make it a beautiful cartwheel. Let's do that 1 more time. Big star and reaching. Bend that leg, reach, and bend and reach. 2 more, bend, reach. And last one, make it beautiful, bend and reach. Very nicely done. Now we're going to grab our chair out and we're going to apply that to our mini cartwheels. So what we're going to do, we're going to start on one side of our chair like we did before. We're going to start in our beautiful star shape like we just did. And then we are going to do a kick over our chair. So our hands go on the floor, our legs are going to kick over the chair, and we're going to land on the floor back on the other side in our beautiful star like we just had practiced. So I hope you guys can kick nice and big so we can get over the chair and you're not going to kick it. But if you're struggling a little bit, that's okay. Kick up, pause on top of the chair, and then step down. Now we're going to do that 3 times. I want to see your big beautiful star when we start, and then our big kick over. Let's go. 1 big kick and land in our nice star. Beautiful. Let's go for number 2. Again, you need to be reaching out super wide so we've got a nice cartwheel. Let's go for number 2. Good job. And our last one. I want to see this one be your best one. Make sure you're not wobbling around. Make sure you're kicking nice and wide. Let's go, last one. Big kick. And nice, beautiful landing. Good job, guys. Now we're going to move on to our swings. So like Xanthi before, Tyler is a little bit too tall, so we're going to swap out for some boxes and we're going to do our swings this way. Awesome, now we're going to use our boxes as our swings like before. We're going to put our hands out facing sideways like we just did, and again starting behind our chairs. This time when we swing forward, we're going to lift our legs up into a big star shape, and then we're going to come back down. For this one, you need to make sure your legs are moving nice and quickly so you don't smack your chair. This one, we're only going to do one swing at a time just to make sure we have the control and we're doing it beautifully. So we're going to do this one 5 times. Let's go. Hands on our chairs, swing, lift those legs up and coming back down. If you can, try and point those toes so you've got some beautiful gymnastics feet. Let's go. 4 more. This is number 2. Very nice. And number 3. And number 4, try and get your feet up super high. And for our last one, I want to see you go super high, again keeping your head forward so we don't fall over. Very nicely done, guys. Let's move on to our challenge. For our challenge today, you need to grab out our strange object. Please make sure it's something soft and not too heavy, so if it falls, it isn't going to break or hurt you. So the girls have a stuffed toy and a glasses case on their heads. We're going to pop it on our heads and we're going to practice walking around, balancing nicely so it's not going to fall off. You need to make sure your chin is up tall, and we've got nice, beautiful posture for this. So after you've finished practicing, we're going to grab our chairs out and we're going to do our challenge. Please make sure that it is a chair that you can stand on and that your parents or whoever's looking after you isn't going to get angry at you for using. So we're going to try and balance our object on our head whilst we stand onto the chair and off of the chair. So let's give that a try, girls. We're going to stand up, we're balancing. They're standing up, beautiful, and they're going to stand off of the chair as well without it falling off. Give that a try. If it falls off, pop it back on your head. Try a couple of times until you get it.
Thank you guys for watching. I hope you all had fun. Don't forget to practice everything that you learnt today. And don't forget to keep fit, make friends,
Have fun.